The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is TVWAN News. In this edition, park hosts enchanting event. School show draws enthusiastic applause. And Kerowa embraces culture. The Port Moresby Nature Park celebrated Halloween in a spectacular fashion with its exclusive limited edition event titled Night Eyes. The evening brought together business houses, sponsors and media partners for a thrilling after-dark adventure featuring the mysterious legend of the Muruk Mary, a haunting story uniquely tied to Papua New Guinea's wildlife.
The Nature Park's themed celebration transformed its grounds into a haunted haven, inspired by the legendary Muruk Mary. According to park officials, the Muruk Mary is believed to have been an elusive northern cassowary, an endangered bird species that once roamed the rainforest borders and the grounds of the University of Papua New Guinea, particularly near the boys' dormitory. This event was not just about Halloween fun, but also a way to connect wildlife and folklore. It provided a rare opportunity for guests to enjoy the park's nocturnal ambience while raising funds to support their wildlife and education team. The Halloween experience began with the spooky tour of the park, which led guests through dimly lit trails where whispers of the Muruk Mary legend came to life. Attendees were welcomed with a selection of Halloween-themed drinks, including the creatively named blood transfusion and witch potion, setting the tone for the eerie evening ahead. The dinner menu was nothing short of hauntingly exquisite. Guests feasted on body and brains as the main course, a dish of roasted lamb served with seasonal vegetables, alongside pumpkin massacre, a savory pumpkin gnocchi with roasted bell pepper. To satisfy sweet cravings, dessert was a decadent death by chocolate, a chocolate mud cake adorned with chocolate-dipped strawberries. The evening was further enlivened with live music by local talent Isaiah Manoa, whose performance added a magical touch to the Halloween ambience. Following the meal, an auction showcased a range of unique items, from a life-size carving of a traditional Simba woman with a child on her shoulders to a haunting live painting by local artist Slade, capturing the spirit of the Muruk Mary. The highlight of the night was the blend of Halloween tradition with elements of Papua New Guinean culture and wildlife conservation. The Nature Park's Halloween event not only provided attendees with a memorable evening, but also served as a fundraiser to support the park's ongoing conservation efforts. Kaukiru Jr., TVWAN News.
Member for Moresby Northwest lawyer Boy Samuel yesterday opened 2 teachers' houses at the Badihagwa Technical Secondary School, which were built at the cost of 380,000 kina. It is a milestone achieved as it took NCD Education to complete the building of these 2 houses with the fortunate assistance from member Boy Samuel.
The 2 staff houses were a result of a dialogue between the member for Moresby Northwest, lawyer Boya Samuel, and the management of the school, particularly the principal and the deputy. It took over 12 years to complete the buildings.
These 2 teachers' residences have been sitting here incomplete for the past 10 to 12 years. So I had a sit down with Mrs. Vele and Mr. Ovia, had a chat, and we sat down with Governor and Northwest Office. I think we contributed 380,000, and Governor contributed his bid as well. So the 2 buildings that have been sitting here have finally been completed, and we can now have the principal maybe moving into one of them.
Incidentally, the principal and the deputy lost their residence to fire some years back, and the member for Mosby Northwest is committed to rebuilding those two residences as well.
In Northwest, we have committed to building classrooms. The NCDC engineering team with our officers from the Northwest, they've gone and done a lot of scoping, and we come to realize that I think in Northwest there are about 27 schools, primary schools. So we carry the largest number of schools in NCD.
The opening of the buildings were officiated by the cutting of a ribbon by the member and the principal of Badiagwa Technical Secondary School, Julie Vale. Ruth Rongula, TVWAN News.
The Vabukori Women's Development Association hosted its final market day of the year today at the Loiha Rahe Resources Center, marking a vibrant celebration of local talent, culture and community spirit.
The Vabukori Women's Development Association Market Day fundraiser offered a wide range of locally made products from food to arts, crafts and plants, showcasing the creative works of local mamas and their dedication to sustainable living. The event, set in the heart of the Vabukori community at Market Square, is invited residents and visitors to support women entrepreneurs by purchasing handcrafted goods, traditional food and unique gift items. The president of the VWDA, Molly O'Rourke, commended the women for their hard work and acknowledged the community as well for their support. She expressed her gratitude, stating that every purchase helps uplift a mother, a family and the village. With a festive atmosphere and a cause close to home, the attendees were encouraged to shop, eat and connect with community. Proceeds from today's event will directly benefit the women of Vabukori, empowering them to support their families and contribute to the community's development. The event, which also incorporates the empowering words of Winston Churchill, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give," highlights the spirit of unity and generosity that drives the VWDA's mission of empowerment and sustainability. VWDA extended a warm welcome to all who were a part of this meaningful day and in celebrating community support and resilience. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News.
TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bunyamyumi.
Open nets.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, P&G and Mia. Buying P&G made.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier, but you like it more.
Welcome back. Turning abroad from the Gove Peninsula down to Croot Island, First Nations people have long been passing down stories of their ancestors' trade with moccasins from modern-day Indonesia. Now some traditional owners of hope a new documentary will educate Australians about the ancient trading partnership to help address concerns about illegal fishing.
Under the sun, a young marine scientist helps reconstruct traditional ships it's believed her ancestors used to sail to the top end long before the British arrived. Across the Banda and Arafura seas, their stories were passed down in songlines to Yolngu leaders.
Yolngu people would sit with moccasins and draw in the sand and talk about locations, maps, you know, where to find water, access to food.
The history of trade shown in rock paintings of Indonesian ships and early photographs of First Nations people in Southeast Asia. A new documentary screened in Bali and Darwin explores the two cultures' ongoing connections.
A huge privilege to have so many different cultures and languages kind of involved in this. It's also really challenging at times on a language level.
A recent spike in illegal fishing boats discovered in top-end waters has caused alarm among traditional owners, with some hoping recognition of Indonesia and the Yolngu people's long ties will help foster mutual respect for sea country.
We're very, I guess, protective, where Yolngu people were very open towards, you know, relationship building.
We'd love to have schools seeing the film.
Participating in the film was an educational journey for one of its stars, who spoke to the ABC through a translator.
Oh, we are deeper than we thought. This relationship is way much deeper than we understand. Then this relationship is beyond transactional.
The team's now crowdfunding in hopes of screening the documentary around Indonesia.
A judge has ruled that One Nation leader Pauline Hanson has breached racial discrimination laws in a tweet to fellow Senator Matrin Faruqi. She used a variation of the racist slogan telling the Deputy Greens leader to go back to Pakistan. Senator Faruqi says the case took a large personal toll but has delivered vindication.
With complex issues, but Marine Faruqi says the outcome sends a simple message.
And it sends a strong message to racists that they will be held accountable.
On the day of the Queen's death in 2022, Senator Faruqi said she couldn't mourn the leader of a racist empire. Senator Hanson's reply said, in part, "It's clear you're not happy, so pack your bags and piss off back to Pakistan." The One Nation leader argued that was exempt from racial discrimination law because it was a fair comment on a matter of public interest. The federal court disagreed.
Her tweet was an angry personal attack on Senator Faruqi, with no discernible content or comment about the issues raised by Senator Faruqi's tweet.
The court found that while Muslims as a group may not be protected under the Act, the senator's identity as a person of colour, an immigrant and a Muslim were inseparable.
Today is a win of every single person who has been told to go back to where they came from.
The expert evidence establishes that that is a racist trope with a long history.
The judge has ordered Pauline Hanson to delete the tweet and pay Senator Faruqi's costs, which are likely to run into the hundreds of thousands. But as for an apology, Senator Faruqi says she's not expecting anything. She wasn't in court to hear the decision, but Senator Hanson was back on Twitter expressing deep disappointment. The outcome demonstrates the inappropriately broad application of Section 18C, particularly insofar as it impinges upon freedom of political expression. The One Nation leader has already flagged an appeal.
To what lengths would you go for the perfect wedding ring? Well, one professional gold miner in the States, Central West, knows his limits, panning for the precious metal for 9 months and taking a very long journey on horseback.
I have the gold in hand.
When Job Drinkwater's wedding day was approaching, he didn't want just any ring.
I thought, well, it's time to hook in and show the people that I can find gold for myself as well.
It took the best part of a year to find enough gold to make 2 rings. The precious metal found in secluded creeks around the historic gold mining town of Hill End.
It is fun to a certain extent, but to the unwitting, it could be a horror story. My secret spot is almost like travelling through an Amazon jungle.
He then saddled up and rode 3 days to Bathurst to deliver the precious cargo to a jeweller.
Oh, you just come down the street and you could hear the galloping coming down. And Job just got off with a cowboy hat and took it off and walked in the shop.
Job and Sarah got married back in Hill End. Their 2 bespoke wedding rings reflecting their personalities.
Special, yeah. That it's come from the ground, and Job spent all that time and hard work finding and digging for it, so yeah, it's special, very special.
But for Job, it's not about the shiny stuff.
It's the woman to me that matters the most. The gold is nothing without her.
A precious reminder of a golden occasion.
Back home, Gordon's International School's ambitious staging of The Lion King opened to a packed auditorium for the last 3 nights, from October 30th to November 1st, where students captivated the audience with the rendition of the iconic story. The production showcased the dedication and talent of the school's young performers while supporting the school's vision for a new multi-purpose hall.
Gordon's International School's recent production of The Lion King concluded its 3-night run on November 1st, leaving audiences thoroughly impressed by the talent and dedication of the young performers. The show, which ran from October 30th to November 1st, transformed the Moresby Arts Theatre stage into the Pride Lands, capturing the hearts of all who attended and supporting the school's efforts to build a new multi-purpose hall.
The purpose of this production as a school, we have fundraising, but the main purpose of this production is to look at let's look at the academic side of things, and like creative arts and speaking and listening, and all of that comes into play. So it's to develop them to be confident.
From the first beat of the opening song to the emotional finale, students brought beloved characters like Simba, Nala and Mufasa to life with remarkable skill.
Attention, eyes west, and the warthogs backside.
Lion King came in mind because of the popularity it has with the children. Let's Do It is a legend, so it will complement that. So we got Music Broadway International in America to pay off the play, Lion King Jr., but we asked for it to be modified to our own settings. The idea behind it was not because of the animals or whatever it is, but the idea behind it was Africa's legends and African story are sort of related a bit to our Papua New Guinean legend. And looking at the animals, we try to relate it back to our leadership in the village background. So children will look back and think back, reflect back to, okay, what does my bloodline have in the village that talks about leadership and courage and all these things.
The elaborate set and colorful costumes created an immersive experience, transforming the stage into the African savannah and drawing praise from attendees. One parent said the students did an outstanding job, while another mentioned you could feel the pride and effort they put into each scene. Another audience member commended the cast, saying it was inspiring to see our young people perform with such passion and talent. The highlight of the event was the Circle of Life scene, which had the crowd cheering and applauding, creating an electric atmosphere that resonated throughout the hall.
It's all about the story of the legendary Simba and the legendary Lion King. I felt good, but I'm quite a bit nervous. I was a bit fascinated when I saw everyone clapping, and yeah. So everything was good.
Audience members, including families, students and community supporters, expressed their appreciation for the show and were pleased to support the school's fundraising efforts for the multi-purpose hall. The global success and powerful theme of The Lion King, from courage and family bonds to resilience, mirrored in Gordon's International School's production, brought these universal messages to their local community. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic Kakaru, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste P&G loves.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem, talk, young, or roll the scale rice family meal with toast. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Senisi go, the scale rice, low scale price. Senisi go, the scale rice, low scale price.
But you like him?
Rugby League is a powerful force that unites Papua New Guinea and develops our youth. Through partnerships with the PNG LNG Kumals, Grassroots Rugby League and Justin Olam, we aim to instill skills to last a lifetime.
I'm community blue. When it's on you walk him, I'm a come up community. You must also community.
When we invest in people, we invest in tomorrow's possibilities.
We're ready to go.
Welcome back. In sports, rising PNG Orchids and Central Dabaris trailblazer Leila Keroa has been added to the 21-man playing squad in victory of the Pacific Championships against the New Zealand Fans. The young Simbulas had a breakout season with the Central Dabaris women's team, who were the runners-up in the inaugural 2024 National Women's Rugby League competition, the Santos Cup.
After having a first taste of international rugby league playing for the PNG Women's PM's 13 against Australia last month, Leila is ready to take another step forward in her young rugby league career. She made her debut for the Orchids against the Australian Jillaroos in Week 1 of the Pacific Championships at the Suncorp Stadium, Brisbane. Being called up to join the big girls in the Orchids camp after the PM's 13 was quite a whole new experience for her. Leela said it's been a challenge getting used to the senior girls in camp, but really embracing the moment.
From the start, we were struggling to get along and reconnect and all those things, but then we came together. We tried our best to reconnect because some of the girls are Australia-based, some of us are here, so camp has been good. And from the last few weeks, we were okay, and from now onwards, I can say that we are being positive about the camp. Camp is going good.
Leela said with Tani Norris being a defensive coach, she's been great helping out with defensive systems and drills and using the right techniques. Commenting on her debut against the Australian Jillaroos and playing in front of a massive crowd at the iconic Suncorp Stadium, Leela said it was unreal and a lifetime experience for her and the other new girls.
Suncorp Stadium, it was a great experience for me, especially, I mean, most of the players want to play down there, but only few get to play, so it was a very awesome experience for me, and getting good comments from the coach was something awesome for me.
Leela is excited to get to play in front of a home crowd again this Sunday when the Orchids tackle the big New Zealand Ferns pack. She loves playing at home in front of her fans and she's ready to give her best shot. In terms of teams lead-up training and how they're developing as a group since day one, she said the girls are improving and better now from when they started.
Training, we are getting better from like every game. So the first game we were a bit struggling, and then we are progressing from game to game. So from now I can say that the girls are improving from each game, even despite the scores, we are improving each game. The attacking, defensive drills. Most of us don't know most of us don't know these drills, especially PNG-based girls. That's why we're learning so much, and every game, every training day, we are improving, and it's a progress for us.
On her current game and form, Leela said she's playing better now and will do her best if she gets an opportunity on Sunday. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Western Highlands Gentle Giant and a genuine rugby league product of PNG Hunters system, under foundation coach Michael Marum, Moses Meninga now resides in Townsville, Queensland, quietly slipped back into the country on Thursday this week for family reasons. Meninga, now 31 years of age, originally hails from Kuya Village, Mount Hagen, was at the peak of his career when he was scouted by the Hunters in 2017 alongside his Hagen Eagles teammates Nixon Put and Junior Rao, with the trio going on to wear the red, black and gold colors with pride on numerous occasions.
The Western Highlands man was very fortunate to have been mentored and groomed by Hunters supercoach Michael Marum since 2017, where his career further blossomed and developed into a quality professional footballer. He was an important part of Marum's elite playing group between 2017 and 2019 for the Hunters. Meninga's strong work ethics, commitment and consistency was further harnessed and rewarded with a call-up to the national team, the Kumals, between 2017 and 2019 under Marum. Fast forward, at the twilight of his playing career, Meninga was signed up by Townsville Blackhawks during coach Aaron Payne's tenure between 2020 and 2023. Meninga said it was a roller coaster ride for him, going through an interlude of challenges brought about by COVID-19 and personal issues. Injuries and wear and tear took its toll on the body that he had to make a call on his career.
Yeah, it was good. Aaron Payne was the coach. They signed me for the 3 years. The first year was distracted by COVID, and then I had a bit of ups and downs second year, and then third year was a bit ruined by injury and all that. But yeah, all in all, it was good experience. I've learned so much things from new club and that.
Meninga was still keen playing on elsewhere. However, when Coach Payne's tenure at the Blackhawks ended, he already had other plans to go into early retirement and pursue other opportunities in Townsville. mainly work and just enjoy life after footy, though he was in contact with a number of English clubs but decided against it, saying staying closer to home and family was a priority at the moment. He said family is everything, that's why he's back in the country to visit his mum and dad back in Hagen, where he plans to stay on until after Christmas.
Life after food is like always, boring. But yeah, we're trying to get used to it and adjust to the new lifestyle and new routine and schedule and all that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about how I handled life after footy. So which is good. I'm doing some work, which I can't disclose, but yeah, life after food is like always, boring. But yeah, we're trying to get used to it and adjust to the new lifestyle and new routine and schedule and all that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about how I handled life after footy. So which is good. I'm doing some work, which I can't disclose, but yeah.
With the PNG Comos playing Cook Islands I2 in week 3 of the Pacific Championships this weekend, Meninga is confident the PNG boys will do the job tomorrow and wishes them all the best.
We've got a very, very good team. Definitely, this game will win by like 50 plus, so that's no doubt about that. Yeah, the boys go to Kumul. Always, once a Kumul, always a Kumul.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And now the weather forecast. Forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern region, isolated showers and thunderstorm with areas of rain. Momase and New Guinea Islands regions, scattered showers and thunderstorms with some areas of rain. And Islands region, isolated showers and thunderstorms. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Bye now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.